What's up everybody, welcome to my channel, John's Daily Hustle. In my last video, I hinted at me having something big on the channel, and I did hint it at the end of the video. You guys saw a little clip of something driving by as the door closed. Well, now I'm finally going to reveal what's on the other side of this door. And then we'll do some talking about why I did it. Wait a second, real quick. You haven't hit the thumbs up on this video yet. Please hit the thumbs up on this video and show me some love. I really appreciate all your guys' support. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing by the end of this video, or at least go check out some of my other videos and see if maybe it's worth subscribing. Alright, now let's show you. So here it is. So there's a little peek at the inside or whatever. It's actually really nice compared to my old truck sitting over there, which I do still have. That is my old setup. I'm still gonna run that truck. I've actually got pretty big plans for that truck, but we'll discuss that in a minute. So it did come with the carpet floor mats, and I did get this WeatherTech rubber floor mat so they can be washed out. And I also got the back seat organizer. So underneath this whole back seat here, I got the organizer. I wish it was a little bit bigger, but it'll at least give me room to keep stuff in there, and right here to keep stuff from rolling around when I do use it as my work truck. Plus it's got the two kangaroo pouches there. Now the last thing I need to get left is my seat covers, because I'm trying to keep this truck nice. I'm most excited that it actually has a backup camera on there now, and I believe I can see my hitch right down there once I put a hitch on it, because that is my rear bumper. So I'm pretty excited about that. As you guys know, that truck does not have a backup camera. All in all, I mean, this is a really nice daily driving truck. We do plan on using it as my work truck eventually, but again, we'll get into that here shortly. It does unfortunately have the short bed back there because I sacrificed for having the extra 4 doors, which unfortunately I had to deal with. Pretty much wanted to buy that exact truck, you know, cab and a half with the long bed. However, due to all these manufacturer shortages going on right now, I was only given this option. They had 8 trucks, 8 F-150s just like this sitting on their lot. They're all identical. The only difference was this one is an STX, and they had a couple of XLTs, which the XLTs was a really nice truck. And it also got a little bit pricier, but there was too many bells and whistles inside it. For it becoming a work truck, I was going to destroy it. This is nice because it's fully loaded. It has enough amenities and enough extras to make me happy and, you know, be a daily driver, but still be a good work truck. It is 4-wheel drive, and it does have the V8 in it, pretty much exactly like that truck does. And it came down to it, I pretty much had to have a truck. You guys know I've missed too much time this year due to my truck breaking down, so it was best to have a good backup truck. But for those of you that know me, know that my plans are just always constantly changing. Originally, my plans were to keep that truck and pretty much just run it into the ground, and I was going to buy a 3/4 ton or even a 1-ton truck, but that still is my plans eventually, just not right now. But earlier, I was looking for a used 3/4 ton or a used 1-ton truck to begin with, but because the market is just absolutely crazy right now, much better off me buying a brand new truck as opposed to buying a used truck right now. Because what the used market is right now in my area is absolutely crazy. Guys want, you know, $5,000, $10,000 less than buying a brand new truck for their POS truck. So while I was at the dealership, like I had said in the beginning, they only had 8 of these F-150 sitting there on the lot, and they had like 3 F-250. Which originally the salesman was like, oh, the F-250s are pretty comparable in price. And I'm like, yeah, but that maintenance isn't. You know, I don't want to pay for, because they were all 3 Power Strokes, and I didn't want to pay to upkeep on a Power Stroke yet. I don't have a need for a Power Stroke yet anyways in my business. So while I was there looking at this truck, the one next to it sold. And while I was test driving this truck, the one on the other side of it sold. And then while I was there signing for this, there was another guy looking at buying another one. The day I went back, I ended up going back to get the windows tinted and everything on it. All of the other ones sold. There was like 2 left sitting there. So the trucks are out here go fast, very, very fast. So like I had said, I was originally looking for a long bed, or at least a longer bed. You know, I didn't want a 4-door and I didn't want the short bed. But I asked the sales guy how long would it be before he sees any of the longer beds. And he looked at me and was like, there's no guarantee how long it's going to be before we see more vehicles again. It could be next week we'll get a whole shipment in, or this could be the last set of trucks that we have in right now for the next couple of weeks. So with that in mind, I know the wintertime's coming up. I know the season is just about almost over. I was hoping to get there to the end of it before I made a move like this, but I just felt like it was necessary. It was something that had to happen under my circumstances anyways. I just felt like it was best for me to go ahead and spring and buy a brand new truck. At least it has a great warranty on it, and it'll be a good backup truck or a good daily driver, whatever I use it for. Now, let's talk about what's going to happen to my old truck. I do still have plans to eventually buy a 3/4 ton truck or a bigger truck, and that be like my specialty job truck. Like any bigger jobs, landscaping, or even leaf cleanups, it'll become my leaf cleanup setup. That's coming eventually. I don't know how soon it'll be. It'll probably be the end of next year before I see that. As of right now, the time of me recording this, I am in the market and I have plans to actually keeping the white truck and putting a ramp rack setup on it. They have that ramp rack sport, which is the smaller setup, and it's a little bit cheaper. I'm actually thinking about running that and changing my setup completely. As you guys know, my plans are to completely get rid of all my equipment except for the Toro Time Master. I'll keep that one. But the X-Mark and the Bobcat are gonna go, and I'm gonna completely start over with my equipment now anyway. Which we'll get into that in a later video too, because I could go in real depth with that, but I'm planning on changing my equipment up regardless of whether or not I do the ramp rack setup on my truck. But going back to the truck, anyways, I do plan on, or at least right now I am looking into putting a ramp rack setup on the white truck and keeping my brand new truck as a backup truck plus daily driver. That way I don't have to drive around with a lawn care setup on it or always attached to a trailer or something like that. It'll just be a really nice daily driver. Or somewhere down the future, there's always the option of if I've got two trucks, I could set up two setups. You know, I'll already have my trailer as my backup. If I've got the ramp rack truck out, I can hire somebody to run that, and then I can run the brand new truck with the trailer on it and do jobs like that. So there's a lot of potential in the future, but I don't know which way to go yet. I've also just been throwing around the idea of saying screw the white truck and selling it and just keep the brand new truck as my daily driver and my work truck, because it's a brand new truck. It shouldn't have any problems on it, you know, knock on wood, of course. But again, I do like the idea of a low-cost setup with the ramp rack in the back of it. And I also really like the idea of being able to hire on another crew and have a crew running, or at least another guy run. And I'll essentially have two crews, because I could run as one, and then a guy that I could hire, an employee, would be a whole nother crew. That's always an idea too. So these next couple of days, next couple of weeks, over the next couple of months, I'm really going to be cracking down and figuring out what it is I want to do. I mean, the season's just about over, so I've got until March before I really have to make a decision and have my setup going. So, some upcoming videos. I'll finally have the review of my X-Mark Radius. Finally, it's getting ready to go up pretty soon. I've got several videos coming featuring the Toro Time Master, as well as there is a new to me piece of equipment up there on my wall. So that's just something you guys are going to have to all look forward to, on top of watching my decisions on what I do with my business and my trucks, and figure out what I'm going to do from there. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I hope you guys like my new truck. I hope you guys are just as excited as I am about watching me bring content to the YouTube channel and watching my business grow, essentially. If you guys like it, if you did, please hit the thumbs up if you didn't in the beginning. And as always, guys, thank y'all for watching. Before I jump out of here, YouTube recommends you to check these two videos out right here. YouTube says that they'll be great for you. So anyways, see you guys.